Hi, and welcome to the Unknown Secrets of SEVO website analysis, where we take your website and we do a SEVO analysis of it for you live on the air. The way you get this done is go to our website, e-webstyle.com. On the right, you'll see this form. It says free website analysis. Fill that form out, and if you're one of the lucky ones and we draw your website out of the hat, we'll do a website analysis of you. Today, we're going to do in-home care. The website is trustworthycare.com. First impression, the colors are nice and warm. These images, and we talk about having people in images all the time, these people in these images, absolutely perfect. So really great job on the images. It's pretty clear that you're helping the elderly. The Servant's Heart Care Solutions, I think that's a really good tagline. Things that we would note, your call to action, why should they call and what are they getting started? Typically, I think you probably have a free tour or a free analysis. Actually, you're not a facility, so you probably have some sort of free analysis of what kind of care needs to be taken care of and what that's going to cost. So I think this would be a little bit better to be call today for free assessment. What clients say is an awesome section of your website. The problem is sometimes this loads up and it's huge. And that ends up bumping down stuff below the fold that could be really valuable. Like this one is huge. You really don't want to have all of this information hiding other things. For instance, at the bottom of this right bar is actually a sign up for the newsletter. That sign up for the newsletter should actually be just below those testimonials. So you want to make sure that that's a little bit shorter. We were looking at things, we started to get into specifics. You've done such a good job on SEO. I'd be very surprised if you haven't paid for it, or if you have somebody on staff who did this and they need a job. Let us know, because you have alt tags on these images and they're good keyword rich. Expert geriatric care manager and nurse case manager services in San Diego County. Maybe a little bit long. You could probably optimize that a little bit more for one particular keyword, and it's clear that you guys are doing some positive things. It also links, and the URL and the link is geriatric care management services. The only thing you might want to add to that potentially is the San Diego County, if that's your real focus. As we went through the website, one of the things, your navigation is of course simple, easy to find, and when you highlight it, we have a little complaint about the font. I think probably this should not be all cap. That would help. That alone would help a lot, and maybe you might choose a different font. And you look at this last one here. That's just too long. People aren't going to read that. Really, back to the nest actually kind of would intrigue me. Like, what does that mean? What's the description? Don't put that description there. You have a blog. You've got you're making good use of your blog. Let's go ahead and click there. And you've got an image. The image actually does have alt tag. One of the challenges with this alt tag is it really isn't keyword rich. Emergency alert warning for senior help in Oceanside. That really isn't a good keyword rich alt tag. And you're using it. How often are they updating it? To December 2011. So
yeah, it looks like every 1 or 2 days. That's
really good. You guys probably are. We didn't do a search to see if you're doing very well, and you're probably doing pretty good in your placement. Let's go to SEO Quake, and if you're not, you're really close. You just have one, a competitive industry, and two, you're just missing a few details here and there. When we go over to SEO Quake, that's the tool we use to look at the back end to see what information you guys have. Your title, in home care for seniors in San Diego County. That reads well. It's probably not really keyword rich. What are people going to be searching for? Well, in home care, San Diego County. So I would really just change your title. Probably get rid of for seniors, and maybe have another page that focuses on that keyword, because you're so competitive. Your home page should be in home care in San Diego, and then have some internal page that's more focused on in home care for seniors, because I'm sure people do type that. Meta keywords don't really matter. Your meta description: want someone to care for your loved ones the way you would with a servant's heart. We offer compassionate. I think you really make this more about you. Well, yeah, actually, you've done a good job here. This is a good sales pitch, because you are including you. You's an important aspect of sales pitch. I think you could shorten it maybe a little bit and say, we take care of your seniors, your loved ones, with a servant's heart the way you would. Keep it nice and simple. You've got a PR of 3, that's good. You've only got 5 backlinks. That would be the other thing that we would want to focus on from a SEO perspective. You do have a sitemap. You do have a robot text file. You've got 941 words on your front page. That's good. We recommend at least 250, so you're kicking butt on that one. Three keyword phrases, 3-word phrases. Interesting how the servant's heart counts as a word. San Diego. I think here's where we would want to see things like when you got 4%. Look at that. You got almost 5% density on servant's heart. So I think you're probably overdoing that. That's certainly more pitch and less SEO. You'd want that to be in-home care for. There's a great example. So I'd want to increase this to 2%, between 2 and 3%. You've got San Diego County also at 2.5%, so that's good. As we go into the 4 keyword phrases, again in San Diego, there we go. Care for seniors. You might want to do like San Diego Care for Seniors, which obviously would be a 5-word phrase. And this density is just, well,
servant's heart.
Yeah,
servant's heart.
You're really heavy on servant's heart.
Yeah, their branding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's their tagline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I think
company name.
I don't think you need to brand that as much. I mean, I don't know where you guys are in your location, in your industry. We talk about things mostly from a search engine optimization perspective, and then what happens when they get here. Doing good things on SEO. Now let's talk a little bit more about SEVO. Again, you just don't really have any calls to action, and you have no unique selling proposition, right? What clients say helps and it's significant. What you'd want to have is 100 years, combined years in business, or how long you guys have been in business, or BBB, or some certificates that you guys have, or certificates that everyone you have. If everyone you use is actually an RN, then you want to have those kinds of things, because there's no real reason. I'm not seeing anything of the reason why we should choose you over somebody else. And that seems to be about it. All right, well, that was a SEVO website analysis of trustworthycare.com. If you want us to do analysis of your website, just go to our website, e-webstyle.com. Over on the right, you'll see a form. That form says free website analysis. Fill that out, and if you're lucky, we'll do a website analysis of your site. Bye-bye for now.